we can configure our SNS also. Once alarm is triggered, we'll get a notification. From that notification, we just can understand the system is reached to threshold value so that we can alert. Okay, this is about alarms. So now today I'm going to discuss event rules. So yesterday we have already discussed the event rules. It's a dependencies pipeline kind of thing. So for example, I have a source system here. Whatever it is, source is, if it is a EC2 or inside EC2 activities, just I'm going to take a target as a here. So the basically the agenda of the event rules is here. So here two things, guys. Rules are two types. Rules are two types. So event type, schedule type. Okay, rules are two types, event type, schedule type. So here we need to understand two things important. So when I say event type, so based on the source event, target will trigger. Okay, so here based on the source event, target will trigger. So if you want to automate any environment, I mean any service inside our AWS, we should go to event rules. For example, you got a requirement. Which, okay, I'll take S3 bucket here. So whenever file is uploaded into my S3 bucket, so whenever file is uploaded to my S3 bucket, some action has to perform. For example, the target would be whatever it is. Whatever the target is here. Okay, so here, for example, a Lambda or SNS or some other service, you can take EC2. So based on the file upload, if there is a requirement, whenever file is uploaded, the next based on this event of the file, the Lambda will trigger. I mean, inside Lambda, we have a code. So some operation will run. Okay, how Lambda will run? Based on the S3 notification. I mean, S3 notification is nothing but whenever file is uploaded into S3 bucket, the backend one event will generate with the help of CloudWatch. Based on that event, we no need to configure anything. Just we should select source and target inside our event rules. So based on the event, whatever target you have configured, the target will generate. The target will trigger. Okay, the target will trigger. So file is uploaded, Lambda will trigger. File is uploaded, SNS will trigger. File upload, EC2 some stop or start, whatever condition is. So just for example, I'm saying here. Okay, so here, if you want to automate the two services. The second service, I mean target service, depends on the first service. So we should go to give the source as a dependent and target as a dependent service. If the service is run, I mean the target will trigger. Like the conditions we can give. This is event type. Coming to the schedule type. Schedule type is nothing but schedule type is nothing but there is no depends on the event. There is no depends on the event. So schedule time, particular time it will run. It will run particular time. There is no depends on any event. Clear? Okay. So for example, we have a lambda function. Okay, we have a lambda function. It has to run every day morning 10 a.m. Every day morning 10 a.m. So we should go to rules and schedule the lambda particular time it should be run. Okay, so we don't need to put any event base. We can just, if I want to run my lambda every day morning 10 a.m. or every day morning 10 p.m. whatever, you should go to event rules. We can create a rule for schedule based type, not event based type. Otherwise, if whenever file is uploaded, my S3 bucket lambda will trigger. This is event type. It's a condition. File uploads only, my target will trigger. That is condition. So here schedule based, there is no condition. Whenever time will come, it will decide, it will run. That's it. Whether file is there or not, whether lambda code is there, it's not a bother about that. It's a as per the time it has to run. That's it. It's a schedule base. Clear? Okay. Let's jump onto that. Okay. Okay. So okay. Once you go here, there is a rules. Okay, there is a rules. So no need to select anything event bus, just keep as a default only. Okay, so create a rule, give some name, alert something. If you can see here, rule with an event pattern, schedule pattern. Schedule is there is no dependencies. Okay, it's a dependencies on time. Rule with an event pattern, a rule that runs whenever event matches defined event pattern, event will send an event to the specific target. So if you come here, whenever something is happening in your source, whatever configuration you have given, the event bridge send the request to target. Who will send the request? Event bridge. Okay. So the event bridge is nothing but it's a bridge between you and target, source and target. How it's going to like act as a bridge based on the event. Based on the event, it will send a traffic to target. Okay, leave it. Next, see here, build event pattern, event source, AWS events and event which pattern for events. We should select AWS events inside AWS only. Okay. So sample event optional, leave it. It's an optional. Okay. So AWS events, select AWS events. Come here. Now you have to select as a source. My source is what? So AWS services only. If you can come here, these many services we can automate it. Okay. So I'm selecting EC2. For example, event type, all events, snapshot notification. Again, inside EC2, these many actions we have. So multi-volume snapshot or so some target has to respond based on these events. So I'm selecting all events. Again, okay. Inside AWS service event source, you have selected. If you can come here, event type is all events. Otherwise, we can give here, where is that? Spot, that one is. I'm not getting what you're saying, guys. Stop instance, where it is? Spot, that is not stop. Okay, so like this, if any event is happen inside your EC2, maybe creation or deletion, something. Otherwise, we can put here state fast instant state change notification. Okay, instant change state change notification. So if you give instead of all, okay, which is it instance change notification? Again, it's asking. If it is all, it will not ask. It will apply for everyone, every instance. See here, EC2 instance state change notification, any state or specific state. I mean, specific state is nothing but stop or start or terminate or reboot. These are states. So I'm giving any state. If it is a stop, if it is a start, if it is a reboot, if it is a terminate, I have selected any state. Again, event type specification 2. Are you talking about any state for any instance or specific instance? The intention, the fine grained things here. Okay, very low level we can apply. We can give the instance ID. I mean, the particular instance is triggered, only the target will respond, not for any instance. Okay, like that we can apply. Specific state, we have to mention any specific state. The particular state, if it comes only, it will trigger. I'm giving any state. Till clear? This is my source. How to select a source? Okay. Now, what is your target? Yes, you have created as a source. Whenever my instance is stop or start or terminate or a reboot, any instance in my account, this is my condition. My target has to respond based on the event. Okay, what is your target now? Okay, so let me check the targets here. These many targets, same targets, source as like. So I will select. Yes, in a slide we have tried many times, right? Okay, I have selected create a snapshot. Okay, okay. So if you are going to create a snapshot from which volume, we have to mention, right? So let me go here. First, let me check volume. So you can give any volume here to create a snapshot. So I'm going to give this volume. Volume ID. I'll just go there. Okay. I mean, once instance is start or stop or terminate, one snapshot should be created. From which volume I have given? From this volume, snapshot is going to create. Okay, cool. Next, just template next. Create a rule. I have created a rule now. Alert rule. So this rule indicates my instance start, stop, terminate, create a snapshot. From volume. Clear? Okay. So whenever the EC2 instance state changes, it will send a request to event bridge that is will trigger into your target. I have configured source and target now. So now I'm going to change the state. Let me go my term. Excuse me. EC2. So any instance, right? Any instance I have given. So for example, it's a running state, right? So I'll just stop this change. Status. Stop, right? So whenever it stops, some event is generated by event bus. The backend we have configured. It will trigger through target. Let me check snapshot. See, snapshot is created. Pending state. Okay. It's a pending state. It's creating. Clear? So like that, we can configure any source and target. Okay. So same like that, we can create one more rule if required. Alert to AWS events. S3 event type. S3 event notification, specific event, object deleted or object created. Okay. Object deleted or object created or object uploaded. So many things we have. For example, object created. Any bucket. Otherwise, specific bucket, you should give the bucket name here. Any bucket. So whenever object is created, means uploaded, right? Uploaded. I need some notification. Next. Target, what I need to select? Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me add SNS topic here. So we have a topic, right? Test. Next, next, next. Okay, alert 2. So whenever object is created on my S3 bucket, I need some alert. So let me go my S3 bucket. So I haven't mentioned any S3 specific S3 bucket. I have given any bucket. Otherwise, we can give the respective bucket. For example, if I upload some file, I mean object created. Done. Okay. This is the alert 2, right? So object is created. My target is SNS topic. Let me check mail is there or not. Yes, I got a mail, guys. Alert. Okay. So like that, we can do the activities. I mean, the event rule is nothing but based on the source event, target has to respond. That's it. Okay. If you get any requirement, whenever the file is uploaded, next the Lambda will run or next S3 object will move. So you just plan accordingly. Comes under event rule, we can create a source and target. Okay. So it will trigger. This is source and target base. Anyone has any doubts? So you guys do practice other rules. I mean, other actions, not for S3 bucket, not for EC2. Just try for other things. I mean, if you can take an EC2 as a source, but other actions you will take, not for what I did. Okay. May you will get a clarity. Okay. Now, okay. So next is scheduled base. Let me delete these two rules. Okay. Next, scheduled base. Scheduled base, same process. Just for we have to schedule some time. Okay. You can give here date, time, hours. It will schedule it. For example, year 2023, month 11, date 12, and time we can give 10. Month is today's date 5, right? Sorry, time is here, right? For example, 08, 10. Okay, 5. So 08, 05. So Asia, right? Kolkata is right. No need to give AM, PM, 24 hours format, right? Clear? Not required. So we can give invoke all functions. If required lambda, we have to select a lambda function. Next, so none, don't delete it. So we can, if it is a lambda, right? So we can give here number of, how like optional these are two optionals. How many attempts it will do. After attempts, we can delete it. So many things we have additional options. So next, Okay, I have scheduled my lambda. Let me go. Lambda function is there or not? This one. Okay. This one will run. So we should wait for till 8:10. 8:05 I have given. Okay. I need to create log groups also. Okay, so guys, if it is run or not, so if you can see here, go to code. Okay, if you run this code, it will give some just create notification, test something. I will explain in the Lambda, don't worry. Okay, so test it. It will give hello from Lambda only. Okay, it will give hello from Lambda. In this code, nothing is there. Just print hello from Lambda. If it is a triggered hello from Lambda from source. Source is what here? Schedule base. At 8:05 a.m. it should run. But how do we know it's run or not? Inside only Lambda only. We haven't configured any other service to do some action to know that. Okay. Otherwise, we can go on checking like CloudWatch logs, the Lambda when it's got triggered. Okay. So the logs I will explain. I need to create a log group. If I explain, may you confuse. So after done the Lambda part, I will explain log groups. Okay. So first we need to learn how to write a code in the Lambda. What is the importance of the Lambda? Then we can understand. So inside a code, for example, this Lambda is to create an S3 bucket. For example, this Lambda, if you run this Lambda, one bucket is going to create, one object is going to create. If the action we have given, whenever time will come, I mean 8:05, the object has to be created. The bucket has to be created. But inside code, the test Lambda, there is no any action to know the Lambda what it is created now. Okay, getting what I'm trying to say here. So what I'm trying is here. Okay, schedule base. Schedule base. So we have given some time 08:05. So whenever the time will come, the lambda has to run. Lambda has to run. Otherwise, I will show you with the SNS topic, you will get a clarity. So the lambda has to run. Okay. Lambda will trigger. But what action it has to perform lambda depends on inside your code. If the lambda code create a S3 bucket, I will show you that in the Boto 3. Create S3 bucket code will be there here, for example. Okay. Whenever the time will come, it will trigger to lambda. Lambda will run, bucket is created. Clear? Whenever time will come, if it is action in the code is to create an object, whenever time will come, it will trigger to lambda. Lambda will run, object is going to create. For example, bucket has to delete at 9 a.m. today. You just run the lambda. We cannot judge to delete a bucket. That is take care of your lambda. Your just job is to run a lambda. Okay. 9 a.m. you should run the lambda function by manually, otherwise create an event rule. The rule trigger to lambda, you run it. Inside code to delete S3 bucket, to create S3 bucket, to delete RDS, to run RDS, whatever you can create inside your lambda function. When lambda function will run, the inside code will run indirectly. It will run some action. Okay. So inside, I have triggered the lambda got triggered, but inside only hello world only. There is no action, the specific target. So what we can do, when I explain Boto 3 function, we can just write some code in lambda. Whenever the manually, if you run the lambda, some action will perform. After that, we can schedule the lambda, the particular time. Once the time will come, it will run it and some operation will run it. At the time, we'll get a clarity. Otherwise, we can do one more thing. Target AWS lambda, right? So go to edit. Next. I'm giving SNS. Test alert. Test. So I have scheduled it December 5, 2023, 8:13. 8:13. Whenever the time will come, SNS will trigger. That's it. There is no source and target in the scheduled base. Clear what I'm trying to say here? There is no source and target in the schedule base. Whenever time will come, it has to run. That's it. The function has to run. That's it. Yes, triggered. Clear? So, like that, we can create a schedule base. Okay, guys. So, this is schedule base. Okay. So, here, rule 2. Here, if you can see in the run with an event pattern, only one mode. If you can go inside, we can do the some source and target. We can have already done, right? Come to previous. If it is a schedule base, two type of process we have. Continue event scheduler, continue create rule scheduler. If you can go with the event bridge scheduler, we can go with that. Just now we have done, right? Just now we have selected, right? We have given some time and something here. If we want to go with the create rule itself, create rule schedule base. This is the process. One more process we have. Give rule to schedule base, create a control. So if you can see here, it's a different process. In the event based schedule, we can give the time, the specific time and date, we can give it, right? If you can see here, there is a cron expression. Otherwise, schedule run at every 10 minutes. If you want to run every 10 minutes, it will run. No, I should run this one particular day, particular time, that activities. So we can give, for example, 30/09. So month, I will tell the what is the meaning of question mark here. Month you can give star, day of week star, year star. If you can see, cron expression 9:30 hours. 9:30 hours. You can calculate 9:30. Clear? Next, just park a side of day of month. Month star means star nothing but no, every month. Every month. Okay. Next, day of a week star every day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every day. Year, every year. Clear? How to set up? So every day is a question mark, star, 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 star. It will work. The particular time. 10, it will see here next 10 trigger dates only here. They're showing here. For example, 12th month. Okay. 12th month means what? December. It will run only December. December, any week, any year, day of month, any day. Okay, December will run. I mean, what I'm trying to say here, December 2024 will run, December 2025 will run, December 2026 will run. All are 12th month only will run. Okay. For example, if I give 5th month, May only it will run. Why it's showing 24 here? 2020 is already done, right? 2020 is already done, right? Like that. So first two is for hours and minutes every day. Day of month, any day. There is no specific day. We can give the question mark. And month. Month is nothing but 1 to 12, right? You can't give 13 here. It will not take, right? There is no 13. 05. For example, day of week, Sunday. It will run only Sundays. If you can see. If you can give here. There is no 5th month, right? So you can give 12th month. See, 12th months we have a 4 Sundays. 10, 17, 24, 31. It will run. It's a cron expression. If you don't know how to write it, simply can go Google. You will ask, I need a specific time cron expression. It will generate. Copy paste it. That's it. No need to spend more time. Cron job expression generator. See, we can give it simply like this. It should be run at 12 a.m. only on Friday. So 12 a.m. 00 is 12 a.m. right? So every day, every week, I mean Friday. So 00 is nothing but time, hours, 12 a.m. like that, take this help and we can do it also. If it is every 5 minutes, we can run like this way. Okay. Anyway, so I'm giving just for example this one. Next, see target. There is no source here, right? There is no source. By source is what? Source is what here? Schedule. My source is time, schedule. Target, we can give same. So event rule, how we have created before, the same target we can see here. Two options. If you can go with the event bridge option, we can see the high level services, high level SQS, SNS, Lambda, something. If you can go with event rule, we can see here also, but there is a different from there to here. We have a cron job here, but in there we have a just normal time level. We can select there and here also, but slight difference will be there. The number of services here and there. Okay. They have given in the, actually, this is old one. Whatever event bridge is the new one. So event bridge, if you can see the dashboard is, we can see the service in the logos and something. Okay. But process is same here and there. Nothing is different. Nothing is different. If you select Lambda function here, so here also we should select the which Lambda it is. Same process here and there, but the different is it's a old one. Whatever event bridge is there, it's a new one. If you can go with the event bridge, no need to give cron expression. We can give whatever time in the format of in Indian time. And after given that, we can see the all are in the dashboard in the form of logos. S3 something something. After click the logo, we can go to test Lambda. We can next here, but there advanced options we have. What are the advanced options? After trigger, the resource should be delete. After trigger, the resource should be sustain. After trigger, I mean, number of triggers will allow only 10. Like that, we can advanced options will come in the event bridge. But here, there is no even advanced options. But process is same here and there. There is no difference. Okay, if you can create a rule, create it. Okay. So anyone has any doubt? Okay, how SNS related to CloudWatch? SNS also trigger and give alert similar to the CloudWatch. SNS and notification, even CloudWatch does the same. I'm not getting this. CloudWatch? See guys, it's not related to CloudWatch. The backend, every action, the CloudWatch will monitor every action or not. Action or not. If you do or not, if you configure or not, the backend, everything is monitored by CloudWatch. Each and every action. So, if you are not configuring anything, it will not give any result to you. But dedicatedly, I'm saying, whenever the source will trigger, whenever source will have source, something will happen in the source, target will trigger. If you just if you are giving the high level configuration source and target, the backend how it will work? Whenever the source, something is happening in the source, the backend CloudWatch will monitor your source, always give some event to, based on the event, target will trigger. For example, if I upload some object into S3 bucket, some event will generate or not? Event will generate. That's it. But with that event, if you're going to configure some target, with the help of the event, target will trigger. If you're not configure anything in the target, the event only generate. The backend, every action, there is an event in the CloudWatch. If you're targeting, indirectly you are saying to CloudWatch, hey CloudWatch, whenever event will generate, whenever file is uploaded to S3 bucket, immediately you can give the signal to target. The target will trigger. Whenever the CloudWatch will give the signal to target, whenever you configure the source and target, only the CloudWatch will give to trigger to target. Otherwise, it will not give. It will just monitor, track your details. That's it. Clear? Bharat? It's related. Yes, always every action there is related to CloudWatch. Not for only Anyone has any doubts? Clear? Event rules. Event rules are two types: schedule based, event based. Event based, whenever event will happen into the source, the target will trigger. We have to configure it. It's a schedule based. We have a two type of schedule based again: event based schedule based, schedule based rule type. It's a little advanced event based schedule based. Bus type. It's a advanced one. If we can go there, if we can give the time, as per the time, it will trigger as a target. In the schedule base, there is no source and target. Schedule base, only we have a target. In this case, source is our time. But event base, there is no time. Whenever the file will come into the source, the automatically target will trigger. There is no depends on the time. So whatever actions you have to perform, we have a list of resources, list of actions. Choose the actions by the list of by respect to service as a source, and the same thing in the target end. We have to select a source as per the action it will trigger. Clear? But in the schedule base, there is no source. You have to select target the respect to resource or source or individual or inside any actions. We have to select as per the time. That's it. These are the two actions. If someone asks in interviews, there is a Lambda function, it has to run every day morning 10 a.m. What is your approach? We have to create a rule for the Lambda, schedule a particular time as a schedule base. So one more question. If in my Lambda, there is a code, if I run a Lambda, my S3 bucket object is moving inside that, or S3 bucket is going to create, I need to create a dependency as per the event. So if you can give a source, as per the source, I can configure as a target in my Lambda function. Whenever source something is happened, the target will trigger. The Lambda will run. Inside Lambda, there will be a code. The code will run. That's it. Clear? So if you have any doubts, don't worry. From tomorrow, we are going to learn about Boto 3. First, we can learn how to write a Python code to run for resources inside AWS environment. The same code we can host in the Lambda function. We can trigger the Lambda at the time. We can get a clarity. Clear? This is all about events. Okay. So in CloudWatch, we have done monitoring system, alarms, metrics, events, and logs. Pending the logs, I have to take care the Lambda function time. Okay. Anyone has any questions? Clear? Online time clear? Any doubts? It's a dependence. I can't say real time. It depends on your project. Okay. So we have so many services. We have so many actions, and it doesn't mean we are going to apply. Depends on your project. In my yes, I work with CloudWatch to put alarm for CPU utilization my early time. In my early, I think 5 years back. But if you are working or not in the project, but in interview, you have to say that. Interview. We can't say I have never get chance to work on CloudWatch, right? Yes, you have to say that. If your opportunity good or not, you have to say that. Okay, these are about CloudWatch. See, next, very important, CloudFormation. See, I'm not going to very depth into the CloudFormation, even though no one is using at this time CloudFormation. We are using only Terraform, even though I will show you how to create a CloudFormation stack. It's a very easy process. I'm working Grafana. Present, I'm working Grafana Prometheus. Okay. Okay, guys. So CloudFormation template. See, guys, CloudFormation is nothing but infrastructure as a code. See, infrastructure as a code, when I say infrastructure as a code, so we have already done Terraform, right? We have written a code in the form of HashiCorp Longways. We run a init, plan, apply. The resources are going to create. Okay. But in the cloud formation, the same process here also we follow, but approach may different. That's it. You can easily understand. So first in the AWS console, we have a cloud formation. In the resource, we can click it, search. So we are in the dashboard here. We have to create a stack. Stack is nothing but template, cloud formation template. So template is already ready. Create template in designer, or where is the template? Is it S3 bucket or in your local machine? Template is nothing but code. If everything is ready, we can upload here, we can run, it will run. It will create a resource. Okay, it will create a resource. So first I should write a code to create a S3 bucket. Okay, S3 bucket. If you can see here, I will show you some sample code. Okay. Yes, this is the cloud formation template. So cloud formation template, we can, I'll just explain first here, then we can show. Cloud formation. So cloud formation is a IAC tool. Infrastructure as code, or as a code. IAC. Okay. IAC. So same thing like a Terraform. So whatever things we have discussed at the time, the challenges in the manual console, the same points apply here also. The difference is cloud formation is a AWS service. Okay. It's a AWS manager service. It's a AWS manager service. So are you going to create by the help of cloud formation template Azure resources? No, it's a AWS native service. It will apply for only AWS. So the infrastructure as a code, the IAC here will apply only as AWS resources. Okay. So here create a template, upload into cloud formation, template as a stack. As a stack. So it will create respect to resource, respect to resources. Okay. So here the cloud formation template, we can write template in 2 languages. So one is JSON, YAML, YAML, JSON. Okay. No, it's paid. It's not free. Every service is paid, guys, not free. But charges are very, very minimal. You can go, I have shown, right, calculator, AWS cost calculator. We can go inside, we can see every cost, tool and everything if you want to know. Okay, guys, these are all about just CloudFormation, how to run something. So if you can see in my CloudFormation template here, there is a blocks. First block is template version. There, Terraform. In Terraform, what is the first block in Terraform? Providers, right? Before providers, there is a version block. Is there provider block required here? Is there a provider block required here? No. Why? We are on the AWS already. It will work only for AWS. We are no need to say go for Azure, go for GCP. Okay. Next. Description is a just for optional. Next, resource. In Terraform, after version provider, what is the block? What is the block? Yes, main only. Inside what will be there? Resource block, right? Here also resource. Here also resource. Resource is nothing but what in Terraform? Resource. When I say resource is nothing but what in Terraform? Creation of service. If you're creating S3 bucket, if you're creating EC2 instance, if you're creating IAM, those are comes under resource block. Clear? Okay. Next. What are these properties here? Control C. In Terraform, what it is? Attributes. In Terraform, you are giving all are in the same step, right? Bucket name, enable, disable, whatever required. But here we should give in the properties. Resource S3 or EC2 or IAM. Properties. Required actions. Okay. I mean, name and enable, disable, whatever required actions comes under properties. See, in the access control list, if you want to do it private or public, you can do it, right? And if you can see in the YAML language, under resource, we have a S3 bucket. If I type something here parallelly S3 bucket, it will not inside S3 bucket. If you give one tab here, see, it is not inside S3 bucket now. If you give, it's a apply for inside S3 bucket. Yes, inside S3 bucket, we have a deletion policy retain. It's an optional thing, leave it. So inside S3 bucket, we can give a S3 bucket name like this way. Type AWS S3 bucket. There, resource type. Here, type. Just give like this way. There, what is the resource type there? In Terraform, resource type what for S3 bucket or what for EC2 instance? AWS instance is for EC2. Or AWS S3 bucket is for S3 is for instance, sorry, Terraform. Here we should give like this way, AWS : S3 bucket like this way. If it is EC2, sorry, AWS EC2 instance. Okay, it's a fix. It's not a variable. Description is a optional now. Now properties comes under bucket name, access control, something. So if you can see here, public access block configuration. If you're taking here S3 bucket, no need to type S, anything is existing. Everything is existing in the templates. No need to write every one way. For example, this is bucket. Okay, object level, we can option it. If you can go properties, inside, these are will come inside. If you go permission, it will come inside. Like that, if you can come here, please silence. Properties, these are all comes under properties. Okay, bucket name, access control list, public access block configuration. Again, inside we have a sub things. Okay, sub block. Now, if you can go bucket encryption, inside we have to give the configuration of encryption details like this way. If you go version configuration, inside we can give the status enable or disable. We cannot give like this way. If you give like this way, it's a parallel to bucket encryption, parallel to bucket name. So it will not work like a parallel, right? Version is inside if you can enable or disable like this way. Clear? So you don't know how to write you don't know how to write a S3 bucket template. Simply go to Google sample S3 bucket template CloudFormation template. So you should have knowledge first manual process. Okay, if you can go some anyway. Someone already given the template. It's a JSON format. We can take this one. If any YAML format is there, let me see. No, he is given JSON format only. So simply we can go here. First version is common, description is common, properties, sorry, parameters is different one. Resource block. So type is AWS S3 bucket is common. Under properties, bucket name is common. Access control private is common. So if you want to enable access control for your bucket, if you don't know how to enable, just come here, see the reference. We can copy the syntax from here. I don't know resource block to write. Copy from here to Control C and put somewhere. Like we can take the blocks from other ways. We can make it as a one template required things. If you can see here, he is giving version is enabled. If you want to version disable, what we can do? Same syntax, in place of enable, it's disable, right? You have to disable it as per your requirement. But template is common for everywhere. Template will not change. It will change the values. Okay. For example, bucket name, it will take reference from here. So different approaches. Otherwise, we can hard code it here. So the left values are same. It will not change. Right values will change only. Clear? If you want to access control public, same syntax will work, but in place of private, you should mention public. Clear? Same thing. So if you come here also in my template, block public access true. If it is a false, it will work for public. Clear? So left values are fixed. It will change right values only. Clear, guys, what I'm trying to say here? Okay. If you have any confusions, comment it. I'm just taking only this syntax only. Just creating bucket. That's it. Creation of bucket. Control S. So my template is ready, right? Creation of S3 bucket. How to upload it? Go to CloudFormation template. Create stack. First, template is ready, right? Upload a template from manual. Otherwise, we can otherwise we can upload the template into S3 bucket. We can give the S3 URL here. So manually only. Next, choose file, right? I have to give in the desktop S3 YAML open. Next, Okay. Next, YAML not well formed. Let me go. Let me this one also hard coded. Control S. AWS template format version. Everything is same. Let me upload one more time. Stacks. Create stack. Upload template file. Correct one only I'm uploading. Not this one. S3 ML. Okay, something is wrong. Wait. S3 create stack. Let me take this one. Not this one. Control S. S3.yaml. Let me upload something. S3. Open. So give the stack name here. So after uploading the template, we should give the some stack name here. You can give any name if it is a S3 or EC2, whatever you can give it. So this is creation of EC2 instance. I think my template is creation of EC2 instance. That is different. Okay, creation in progress. If you can go in the output resource block, event rollback fail. Okay, let me take one fresh script. I will save it in different name. Okay, guys, let me take something, the different name. He's a guy is given us 3 bucket. Okay, I'll copy from here. Control C. Let me save it in different name. Control V. So this is S3 bucket creation. Bucket name, I should give something. Naresh. Okay. File. Save as. I'm changing the name here. Naresh S3.yaml. So many names are there. Naresh S3.ml. Okay, I have just saved here. Now go to stack. So in the stack, let me delete this one. So the main drawback of CloudFormation is something error will get na. It's very difficult to identify. If it's a Terraform na, each and every step where the mistake will, what mistake you did, everything we can understand. But in the CloudFormation, we have to check, go every time. It will give something is wrong in your template. That's it. But what is the issue? We don't know. We have to try many times. That's it. That's the problem main in the CloudFormation. Anyway, it's a deleting process. So create a stack with a new resource. Template is ready. Upload template. Give the name. What is the name here given? Naresh S3ML. Open. Use the stack name S3 bucket creation something. Next, next, all next. So the stack is creation progress. So it will give a success notification if everything is good. Otherwise, it will give a error. So creation is progress. So here you can see everything, your template, the output block of your template, S3 bucket name, resource name, just event, what's going on next, everything is going to show here. Stack information. Complete, create complete. If you can go on S3 bucket, see created, okay, 849. So like that, we can create the resources by using CloudFormation template also. If you have any interest, I will share. I have a scripts, EC2, S3, Lambda, IAM. I will share. You can practice it. The process is same. If you have a script, process is same. First step is to create a stack, go to stack, create a stack with new resource, template is ready, or create a template in a designer. So there is a backend, some designer we have. If I need S3 bucket, it will give an like script. For example, EC2 or S3, whatever. But no one is using here. This is also not good. So bucket, if you drag here, bucket script is coming here. Okay. we can generate it simply. Bucket policy. So bucket policy also created here. Okay. Where is the script of policy? So this is bucket policy. This is S3 bucket. If you don't know how to give the sentence, I mean the main block, so S3 output, like that, we have so many options in the designer, but this is not at all good here. Seriously. Creation of EC2, we have to check, we have to better we can go in the Google, will get a so many templates. If you want to create EC2, see, go to EC2 creation, EC2 sample template, sample CloudFormation template. So you will get number of things. GitHub, you can go here. Many people already given EC, this is EC2 resource. You can give it create simply. So key name, if you want that, key name will come here. Subnet ID is same like Terraform, but little complex CloudFormation template for understanding. Like this. If you save it, if you run it, your instance is going to create. Okay. The approach is same for go to stack, upload your template and create it. But in the Terraform, we need provider block. We need access key, secret key. Because of you are running the environment outside of the cloud. We are running the environment inside of the cloud. So here, no access key, no secret key, no provider block. Clear? So anyone has any doubts? CloudFormation, this is a process. So I'll do one thing. I will share few scripts. You can run in the CloudFormation template, observe the dashboard, what's going on. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions on the CloudFormation template, so do let me know. Tomorrow we'll discuss half an hour again on that. Just do the practice for today. Okay, today just create EC2 mission S3 bucket by using CloudFormation template. And the same thing, create EC2 mission S3 bucket by using Terraform. So today, please perform these 4 tasks. Okay. Yeah, sure. I will share the dumps. Don't worry. See, I will share my GitHub account. There is a dumps in the Terraform. We can do it day 1 to day 10. Clear? Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, we can start the Python Boto 3. It will take 2 days time and Lambda also. After that, we can jump to Glue ETL. So after that, we can discuss project description on Friday or Saturday. So I will share the project video to you. Okay. And tasks list and resume preparation, everything we have to, I think Saturday. Okay. Last day is Saturday. Sir, will you share Terraform all videos? How can I share? Even till now, I didn't check my videos. Terraform or whatever recordings. Okay. I think you need to talk again, Rajesh. Okay. Admin team, please. I will share the dumps. I will share the dumps. I mean, I'll share my GitHub account. You can clone it. I haven't said that. I'm going to share the videos of Terraform. I'm going to share project video. That is, I did. It's not related to Naresh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. So we'll meet tomorrow.